Good afternoon, everyone. It is the Dutch Grand Prix. This is round number 13 of the championship here in bronze, and yes, we are back in the sand dunes of Zandvoort. Fantastic. Let's go for the drivers and the constructors then before we get into the nitty gritty stuff. And let me make sure my headset's on properly. We wouldn't want that full enough now, would we? I've also lost the live chat. Fantastic. Right. Oh, look at that beautiful sunshine here. I think there's a beach somewhere over yonder, isn't there? So maybe I should get my legs out. In the drivers and the constructor standards, then it looks like this: New Potatoes Championship lead has been cut down to just 27 points. Whatever happens here tonight, though, New Potato will still lead the World Championship. What's going on with cables? Second position is Dr. True Potts. Third position is Vessier, who was the early contender for the championship, but has dropped off slightly, but he's 37 points away from New Potato. TK who's in fourth position now. He's kind of in no man's land, really. He's 30 points in front of Slayer, and at 25 points behind Vessier at the moment, but he is coming there, isn't he? Slayer in fifth position, missed last week, but he's back in action in Slayers, but he's still, as you were, Marski's first Grand Prix win in well over a couple of seasons, and I think it was 2 seasons since Marski's last Grand Prix win, and he has elevated himself to 6th in the championship. 4 points in front of Cirrus Mushroom, who's down into 7th. Kiki, his incredible podium run has come to an end there, Kiki is, but he's elevated himself from near the bottom of the standings right up to 8th. Brooksy in 9th position. Dynamo Down is still missing in action in 10th position. Winnie in 11th. 12th is Swift and Mighty with a great podium last time out, and he's now in front of his teammate Styles, who's down into 13th. Vintage is 14th. Alibi is in 15th. Duncan Dave is 16th on 11 points. 17th position is Sick as Muck with Itemizer only on 4 points. Itemizer, goodness gracious me, I was expecting to be one of the top contenders this season. Scuba Stew in 19th and Swan Shanks in 20th. Both drivers have not scored points yet. Whilst in the Constructors Championship, it is Luton against Burnley on tonight. Fantastic. I didn't know there was Premier League on tonight. In the Constructors Championship, it is Ferrari leading the way, 52 points in front of the Alpine team in second. Third is Red Bull with 5 points. We have 5-point advantage over Mercedes in fourth, with Williams are in fifth. Alfa Romeo is sixth, with the Haas team in seventh position. Then after that, there's a bit of a gap. 44 points then separates Haas and the Alpha Tauri, who is on 86 points. McLaren on 54 points, but they have really taken a march over Aston Martin, who are down in at 10th position. And New Potatoes left the session there. Goodness gracious me, I hope he gets back in at pronto. In this one next, it's a well, it's not a short qualifying, it's 18 minutes, but it's a short lap around here. So luckily for New Potato, he does have a bit more time in his pocket, doesn't he? Duncan Dave, happy 30th today, Duncan Dave. Swan Shanks, who would have been in today, would have been his 50th Grand Prix start. However, Swan Shanks, unfortunately, is not in here. So it's number 15 is going to have to wait a while then, won't it? Right. I've done all my bits. I don't know why these cables are really. 1 second. That's better. Yeah, but for some reason I had the cable around the back of it. Alright, hopefully we've got a better stream quality as well tonight than after what happened to me on Sunday, because I had a Windows update, begrudgingly. So I think I've done that now, and of course Knowles had some audio issues last night as well, didn't he? So shout at me if there's any problems. I won't fix them, but I'll just grin and bear it. TK out on circuit at the moment. TK a pole sitter this season. He's only had 1 pole position, TK has there. This season he's usually one of the quickest drivers in the field in terms of qualifying, but this season only 1 podium to pole position to his name. But he is in 4th at the moment, TK is there. And homing in on Vessier. Let's see if Vessier can stay the ship now in the championship. It is not all done and dusted, not by a long shot. New Potato does have over a wins advantage over Dr. True Potts and a further 10-point advantage over Vessier, but it is not done, is it? We're only on round 13. TK across the line on the medium tyres, going fast, as said, to start us on our journey. Here comes Collins there, wandering almost onto the grass there. He goes second past the moment as Collins does. Marsky, last week's race winner, has gone third faster. Was Jay Higgs there, who's basically been a forwards of all-time driver this season, is back in the Alfa Romeo as well. With Vessier 2/10 of a second down at the moment. This is the opening. The opening stage of this qualifying session. I remind you, this is just an 18-minute session now to get the best time you can out of the car on this day in history. And at the moment, it is Jay Higgs there who is the measuring stick then. The last couple of, we have had 4 different pole sitters in the last 4 races. Austria's Dr. True Potts, New Potato in the British Grand Prix, Vessier in the Hungarian Grand Prix, and of course Kiki in the Belgian Grand Prix. But something tells me that Kiki's not going to get pole position here tonight. Here comes Slayer. He's had a week off, and let's hope this Slayer then is all ready to go. Nosey for pole, Nosey is saying that. I hate to break it to Nosey, but he is not driving tonight, is he? But if you want to see Nosey in action, oh dear, Slayer is not liking those brake bollards on the outside there. Goodness me. If you want to see Nosey in action, I think he's in action in Formula 2 tomorrow. We're in the Belgian race for Formula 2 tomorrow, so we're now a week adrift of the official calendar of ALR. So we've got the Belgian stint to come then for Formula 2 tomorrow night. So that's going to be. I'm looking forward to that one. That one should be a cracker. But Nosey will be in action, I believe, for F2. We've got a couple of driver changes as well for F2, which we'll go through tomorrow. Well, try and go through tomorrow, but you only have single shot qualifying, so it's quite difficult to go for all the driver changes, but we're trying to do that before the session gets underway. Sarah's going to go for another timed run now after making a mistake in the second sector. See, these times are very quick, and also these laps are over. It's almost in a heartbeat. You can see we're already under 72nd lap already. It's so short around here in Zandvoort, which means that we've got a condensed field out there. Hello there, Charles is saying, and General Kenobi, you are a bold one. Kaz, hello, good luck there, Kaz is saying as well. I think Kaz, I'm sure it's Kaz, he is in the field, he's in the AlphaTauri. He hasn't come out yet. We've also got to Sarah. Yo, good evening to you. I'm enjoying the nice sound effects that I get from Marsky through the King chat, Luke is saying now. I think we always get sound effects from Marsky, don't we? I always see his microphone always like whirring away down the bottom of the screen just before we get going there from Marsky. So yes, giving us an extra dimension of sound then. And so we've got a bit of surround sound there from Marsky tonight. Lovely. We have got Sarah's Mushroom evening. Oh, hello from Mushroom. There we got Luke saying then. He just got a Discord notification there, so, ooh, interesting there. Indigo, hey there, mate, good evening to Indigo. Hats off to Indigo, by the way, as Slayer going second fastest. Hats off to Slayer as well. Hats off to Indigo. He stuck it out on what was probably one of the worst races of his ALR career. He had a Belgium setup on, which is not really what you want around here at all. And Indigo very much kept him going in the race. And unfortunately for Indigo, he didn't get a safety car or anything to get him back in that race. Unfortunately, Spiffy going 9th fastest because Moomin has just gone to 7th fastest in the Aston Martin in front of his teammate. Then as they're coming through thick and fast, and Luke currently 5th fastest in the Haas car. As at the moment was the lead driver in the Haas, not anymore. Marsky is Diamond Dan is not racing at the moment. Luke, whoa! I thought he was going to overshoot there. Of course, remember Ricardo injured his wrist at that part of the. Did he fracture his wrist? I think didn't he? Fractured his wrist there. Liam Lawson has stood in ever since, hasn't he? Talking of which, Ricardo, I don't think is driving the Qatar race, the real Qatar, Formula 1 race this weekend, because his wrist hasn't healed, has it? Unfortunately, so Ricardo is going to be missing another race. Liam Lawson has another chance to. Well, he doesn't really have a chance because he's all but been ruled out the AlphaTauri lineup for next season. But hopefully for 2025 he'll be in the car. Because I do like Liam Lawson. He's been a revelation, hasn't he? He's really shown what that AlphaTauri can do there. Maybe it might be down to the fact that the AlphaTauri has also had some upgrades as well, because it's a much better car, and potentially that might be down to Ricardo and Tsunoda as well, providing some good feedback. But Liam Lawson certainly make the best of it, hasn't he? And really good 7D there for Liam Lawson. So good, he did get a drive. in F1 for next season, but hopefully the season after, which is why we should be having more cars on the grid then. And I think Andretti has been approved by the FIA now, haven't they? Well, they've only been approved by the FIA, but now they've got to somehow convince the greedy so-and-sos for the rest of the grid if they're allowed entry, which, to be honest, it feels like a European Super League, if anyone remembers about that football fiasco a couple of years ago now. Goodness me, time flies. Basically, it's a closed shop at the moment, isn't it? If you can decide who your competitors are, I think it's a bit of a poor job, really. I think the FIA should be the main parties on that front. But anyway, enough of that. Dr. True Potts has gone fastest there. First driver into the under the 9 bar, so good stuff indeed there for True Potts. What about TK, who's just started his run? Vessier also has just started his run as well. Sick as Muck, who's done 5 laps on the medium tyres. I think Sick as Muck owes oh gosh, and look at that, the new potato has been blocked by Vessier there. And both drivers are on a quick lap, I believe, there. So I'm wondering then if a bit of miscommunication there from the two championship protagonists there. Oh dear, oh dear. That may not be too fruitful. Who do we see there? I think that was Vincent, wasn't it? TK just coming down the back straight as well. Quickly catch on with the comments as well. Hi guys, good evening to you. Sean, the stream is fine, thank goodness for that. I haven't got the right setup, but I'm a fool then on the not the one I actually in time trial, but hopefully not the worst set. TK has come into the pits then. So he has unfortunately abandoned that time, TK. As an Itemizer back in the car. It's great to see him. The Grand Prix winner, remember, he missed the Belgian Grand Prix last week, didn't he? And of course, that's when he made his debut, didn't he, new Itemizer? And won on his debut as well, Itemizer. Struggling with the 2023 configuration of the car, though, this season, unfortunately, for Itemizer. Nude Spud, he's down in 9th at the moment, but I think Nude Spud has, they got the dolly wheels out there in the Williams. New Potato, though, has going to have to go around again because him and Vessier, I think, tripped over each other, unfortunately. Luckily, no damage done and no harm, no foul, I suppose, albeit New Potato's having to have another bite of the cherry here. He is on medium tyres, though, and that he's got not a lot of battery left there. I wonder if he might abandon this and come in the pitch, you know, the former champion of bronze, the first ever champion of bronze as well. Duncan David coming out of Skyflock. We've got Winnie out there as well. Goodness me, we've got a lot of action out there at the moment. Oh, I've lost my chat. That's not good. Right, where was I? I'll be there. I'll be Belgium at Knowles. Knowles already been to Morocco, hasn't he? Morocco, yeah. For some reason, I thought I was completely wrong. Then, of course, Knowles' been riding his camels and things like that. Then, and I could go with the hump joke, but I've decided that I'm not that kind. I am that kind of person. I really am indeed. I've been saying the hump. I've been asking Knowles if he's had the hump ever since he got back, which is just shameful, really, isn't it? Vintage is not shameful. That's a great 8th position there at the moment there for the AlphaTauri. Lovely stuff indeed. What about Duncan Dave coming across the line? 4 seconds improvement. Goes 10th faster than the Williams car. So both Williams are in the top 10. That's good to see. It really is indeed then. What about Winnie there? Of course, a man who is the latest Grand Prix. No, yes, the latest Grand Prix winner in bronze. 9th fastest down for Winnie. An incredible race. And he won, didn't he, in Hungary, was it? I can't remember now. Goodness me. Time flies when we're having fun here in bronze then, but yeah, Winnie, what an... I was saying that his performances in the race trip is like Jekyll and Hyde, really, isn't it? He's either incredibly quick or kind of in the midfield, really, isn't it? There's no, there's not been much consistency for Winnie at the moment there, but having said that, I'd love to be in Winnie's position now of getting a Grand Prix win in bronze. Absolutely fantastic, really is indeed. Jay Higgs there, who has been very much almost a full-time driver. He's in the Alfa Romeo. Going wide at Skyflock, I thought there, but he kept it very much pinned to the floor, the accelerator there. Lovely, jubbly indeed there. Very brave stuff there for Jay Higgins. I think that's one of the Mercedes there, just visiting the beach. Let's get away. I think that's the words anyway. Kaz, come on, me fellow Alfa Romeo troop said, of course, that is a part of the joint constructors. I think at the moment the joint constructors, it is the Mercedes team leading the way, and they have now started to really extend their lead in the championship, haven't they? Of course, that championship was early led by the Williams team, but they have started to fall off the Williams now, and that has been very much Mercedes starting to jump up the order. Slayer has found a bit more time in that car. He's full faster than the Mercedes. They're very much on fire, the Mercedes team at the moment there, and that's not what their rivals want to be hearing. Sick as Merck, I think, abandoned his time halfway through this one, so he's going to have another fight at Cherry now. Just under 5 minutes to go in this qualifying session. This is the one and only session in qualifying. There is no knockout qualifying in bronze or silver, so it's straight to the get-go. Evening here in Slayer is sandbagging there. Dilando is saying, goodness me, then I'm wondering if he's already gone to the beach. Sick as about going for another bite of cherry. I'm going to stick with Kaz for the minute then. Of course, Kaz car 99 in the Alpha Tauri. Oh gosh, I almost swallowed my tongue there, which is not a good thing, is it? Of course, replacing Kiki. Love the helmet design as well from Kaz. Accelerates out of turn 3. And away it goes then. This part of the circuit, I really get an adrenaline rush as well as a lot of fear, but I don't think any of the 20 drivers are going to be fearful about what is going to be here and what is going to be going on tonight then. Where am I going then with the rest of the comments then? Goodness gracious me. Slayer says, not happy with Dylan there, is he? Goodness gracious me there. There's a bit of profanity in the comment section. Luckily though, he short-handed it, so it's all fine. Sorry Luke, my first time into these pits, moving to saying, I've actually not been well today, Slayer is saying, but up before the race. I didn't know it was the line to the start of the pit lane or not then. Well, that was tighter than a, oh goodness me, let's just say that was tighter than my wallet, so I don't know, potentially. Yes, well, my watch is full of butterflies. Kaz going at 16 faster, so 3 minutes in this session to go. What about the champion, New Potato then? Sorry, not the champion, and a previous champion. He's not the champion of bronze currently. He has won the championship back in season 1 of bronze, leading the championship moment. Then can he become a double champion in bronze? Anyway, he goes second fastest there. Still not in the 8s yet though, but New Potato, I think that might be his final run there, and he is on the front row of the grid, which is quite perfect indeed then, isn't it? But however, unfortunately for New Potato, he is going to have a lot of drivers now that are starting to start their laps. As the final this final part of qualifying, it's starting to really rev up in this one. Kazu, I think, has just finished his lap there. We're going to stick with Itemizer at the moment, or am I? No, I'm not. I'm going to stick with Marsky. I'll make up my mind in a minute as he goes through Skyblock. As going through Skyblock movement, saying that was his bad there. Mushroom, go out then. Mushroom, no, I don't want to start in the midfield. As just on board now. Sean loves saying Skyblock. I do. For some reason, I think of Sean Connery when I say Skyblock. I don't know why. Goodness me. Yeah, I didn't realise that corner is called that corner until I heard it in the race a few weeks back. I was like, oh my gosh, that was called. So I love it. I also love the fact that turn 1's called Tarzan's as well, to be fair. I love the corner names like that. That's what all F1 corners should have corner names, in my opinion. Marsky improves by just under half a second, but that is only 14 fastest for the Belgian Grand Prix winner. So Marsky is going to be at the near the back end of the field then. We've got who have we got here? We got the podium, the podium sitter there, Smith and Watts' best performance in his ALR career across the line, and Smithy does not improve, and he is down in 15th position at this moment in time. Yellow flags is fluttering everywhere. Vintage is out of qualified, unfortunately. And what about Winnie there going through turn 3? We have got Duncan Dave 2/10 of a second up. Marsky, I think, is done and dusted, unfortunately, this one. Kaz is also down as well, so we're going to stick with Duncan Dave for a minute in the Williams car. Out of turn 8 there, if you go on that curb there, you're going to be sucked into the wall there, which is not what you want to happen. A lot of cars here, there, and everywhere. This is quite a tight circuit, this one is. So you've got to be out of the way quite quickly, and sometimes you're going to have to go off the circuit as well, aren't you? Because there's not really much room for maneuverability around here. Yellow flags are here, there, and everywhere. Ignore the yellow flags for the moment, and 3/4 of a minute to go in this session. That is that qualifying is about to come to a close, and out of the final turn for Duncan Dave. Going over the line, and Duncan Dave goes 8 fast. That's great for himself and the Williams team. Luke starting his lap now then, so this is it's all it now for Luke. It's all or nothing. Same for TK in the second. Williams, he's down to 5th fastest. What about that Haas in the background? I can't see him on the tower. I think it is, well, it's not Luke, is it? I think it's Marsky who's coming into the pits as well. We've got an Aston Martin around the final turn as well. Where is he? Oh, it's Moomin. He is currently, Moomin's got up into 7th fastest there in the Aston Martin. Great stuff indeed there for Moomin. And he's in the top 10. Looking for an Alfa Romeo now. And where is the Alfa Romeo? Goodness me, I'm really struggling to find these drivers. It is Jay Higgs there, currently 1st fast, and he's on the 2nd row of the grid. He might be disappointed at that because his first time run was looking pretty lively. However, he's only finished in 3rd fast. I say only, I'd love to finish 3rd. But first, he was finished there. Duncan Dave just coming back to the pit lane. Now, here's Luke. Look at all the cars in front of Luke here. We've got a Red Bull crawling. Oh no! And that Red Bull of who was it there? I think that was Collins that turned into Luke, and oh dear, and there's a penalty as well coming Collins' way. Collins was not looking there, and oh no, and Collins has got it. The TK and Collins has had issues as well. Oh dear, it's a scruffy end to this qualifying session here, and unfortunately Collins might be public enemy number 1, unfortunately, as he's turned into Luke, and I think something's happened to himself and TK on the pit straight as well, and dear oh dear, that is not an ideal start for himself or the Red Bull team, as he's been put on the dolly wheels back into the garage then. But Collins, I think, is going to be at the back of the field then. TK has got a 5-place grid penalty as well, I believe. That is not good at all, is it? However, we'll focus on Dutch Trupot then, who gets his 5th pole position of the season and of his career as well. So good stuff indeed there for the Doctor. Magnificent stuff indeed. But I think his pole position, that was kind of overshadowed by the shenanigans going on the circuit there, unfortunately. And I think that there is going to be one Red Bull driver who might be feeling a bit of the pinch there from his fellow colleagues out there tonight. Oh, I got oh goodness me! I had a sausage roll before I came on there, and now starts to repeat on me. I did have a Greg's breakfast roll earlier on, which was fantastic. Anyway, no time to talk about food. Let's have a look. See what's occurring in terms of the top 10. And you can see a 10th for segment. TK has got a 5-place grid penalty. 10th and a half up. No words. Luke is saying, and as he had issues with Collins, unfortunately. Goodness gracious me. We've also got Vesio then saying, of course I spun there. Marco has me hostage, Collins is saying. Oh dear. I think that Collins might be feeling a bit bashful then at the end of that qualifying session. Unfortunately, him and Luke collided at turn 13, unfortunately, as we now roll on into the race itself. I was going to say qualifying too, but that's on Sunday night, so Cole said. As we get going for the start of the race, and it's beautiful sunshine again. I don't think we've had any rain here at all, have we? This has been a fantastic week of racing in Zandvoort. Really beautiful stuff indeed. Equal said early prediction for driver of the day then for Serious Mushroom. I think the all-time driver of the day tally between Farf and Mushroom is quite close now. I think there's like 2 or 3 between them. I haven't done the driver of the day tally for quite a while, to be fair. So, but I'm sure that was the last time that I had a quick check. Or when Farf asked me to check anyway. Right, all the cars are lined up on the grid now as they prepare themselves for the formation lap then to warm up those tyres to get the car in pristine racing order. Yes. Well, we are waiting for the drivers still. Hopefully this will load through quicker. And indeed then, of course... So I was not joined tonight. I haven't recovered from last week when Kaz took me out, Swanshanks is saying. Don't worry about that, Swanshanks. Of course, it's going to be a big occasion when you return to the cockpit, hopefully next week in Italy, because it is your 50th Grand Prix start in bronze there. Of course, you want to celebrate when you're fighting fit. Let's go through the grid then. As Collins was looking at his MFD and didn't see the arrows then. No formation lap. No formation. It's probably going to mess up the lobby then. The lobby was all right last night. I think that the lobby was a bit dodgy in gold on Sunday, because didn't someone come into the lobby quite late or something? Potentially something like that, but anyway, formation up. Yeah, I must admit, I was absolutely devastated by the safety car that came out straight away on Sunday, because I think it robbed us of what would have been an absolutely fantastic opening up. That Silver had a great opening up, didn't they? Anyway, enough about that. Let's get on with this, shall we? Itemize our soft tyres along with Marski, hard tyres for Scuba Shoot. Everyone else on the medium compound tyres. Well, that was easy enough, wasn't it? Dr. True Pots is 5th pole position in 11 qualifyings there, so that's almost a 50% success rate, isn't it? Fantastic stuff indeed there. Really well done indeed for Dr. Truepots. He's flying out there. New Potato, the championship leader, and he is on the front row alongside Dr. Truepots, who is the closest runner to himself in his World Championship lead. With Higgins in the third position there. 4th is Slayer. Vestier spun on his final lap, down in 5th position. 6th is Moomin. Great performance. 7th position is Luke. He could have been up there. He had a 10.5 advantage there before the issues. 8th position is Duncan Davis. 2nd Monk in 9th position. TK, a 5-place grid penalty with issues with Collins, unfortunately, around this part of the circuit here. Itemizer is on soft tyres, so he's going to fly. And then position is Vintage with, 12th. So 13th position is Smithy. 14th is Winnie there. 2 drivers have been on the podium this season. Marsky in 15th, last week's race winner. 16th is Kaz with Stars, and 17th Scuba Stew, the only driver on the hard tyres. Can he get some points? Serious Mushroom in 19th. Collins has got a 5-place grid penalty in 20th position there as he lines up on the grid now as we prepare ourselves for the start of the Dutch Grand Prix, round 13 of the season 6 of Bronze as well. And this is a pivotal race in the championship now. New Potato leads the way with Dr. Troops, and is not too far behind him in the World Championship. As the lights are on, the lights are off, and we go here in Zandvoort, and it's a good start because there's no safety car. Dr. Truepots down into turn 1 there. On the outside is Jay Higgs, and there's contact in the middle. Winnie and the 2 Alpha Taris have come to blows there, and they're 3 abreast at the back here, and goodness gracious me, they're going to have to back out that one. Kaz does back out that one down in 70th position there. Perfect start for Truepots, so with 2nd position there, but we go side-by-side action between Slayer and Higgs here, but Higgs is now in 3rd position now. 4th is Slayer at the moment, and with Vestier in 5th. He's got to make hay now because the championship is starting to slip away from Vestier in 5th position. 6th is Luke there. Moomin is down in 7th position with 6th Buck up in position there. TK getting past his teammate, lunging on the inside there of 6th Buck there. 6th Buck giving him just about a Williams whip there. Well, my word there, and his Itemizer on the soft tyres has not made up any position at all. He'd be disappointed that he's going this way and that way, but Duncan Dave will not be deterred here, but up the inside goes Itemizer, a former Grand Prix winner, up into turn 11, passes the Williams driver, and jobs are good in there. Duncan Dave and dropping down outside the points at the moment, but this is very early on then. 36 laps around this circuit. That one completed. Look at the gap there already then. The gap is about half a second, is it? There or thereabouts. Well, no, listen, it's less than that. Goodness me, it's much less than that. Then it's Slayer is lost out to Vessier. Up into 4th goes Vessier, and we got TK and Itemizer getting close as well, and hit the back where we got this McLaren of Marsky and Smithfield Mike, I can't say his name tonight, in 13th position. Oh no, a Mushroom is at the back of the field, and there's been issues for Mushroom, and he is recovering, but that's a blow for Mushroom there. He is losing time hand over fist now. True, the Doctor leads. 2nd is New Potato then. At the moment though, New Potato is losing 7 points in the championship. That is not too bad, but I think he's going to have to start to look over his shoulder, because here's Vessier. He's looking quite racy at the opening stage of this one. Vessier is out. He is 1 position behind his championship rival. He's 2 positions behind He's 2 positions behind True Pots, who is only 10 points away from in the World Championship as well, of course. And the top 10 have really broken away from Duncan Dave. Duncan Dave has had a horror show second lap here. Hopefully he hasn't got any damage there, but it's really he is really struggling at the moment there. Out of the final turn then for Vessier, and he now takes 3rd position there. He's up into 3rd now. Vessier is Sickest Mark set the fast up race at Vessier. That's a nice, fine and clean as a whistle overtake there. Slayer followed by Luke. Then we got Sickest Mark, who's got past Moomin. Moomin's dropped down 2 positions on the opening stages here. Itemizer still trying to make those soft tires to his advantage. At the moment, he is up 1 position there, but I think he would have liked to be a bit higher up than that. Duncan Davis almost lost 2 seconds there. Itemizer over the pass up. Soft tires, yes, but goodness me, I think Duncan Davis will be a bit disappointed with that. And look, he's now forming a queue behind him, which is Winnie, Smithy Almighty, Marsky. We got Styles in there with Kaz in there as well, and Vintage, and Scooby Stew just hanging on to the back of this crocodile. Oh my goodness me, what an incredible start to this race. And hats off I still think I'm live, but yeah, stream stopped for some reason. Right, lap 4 of this race, and Collins has caused a safety car out of the Grand Prix, unfortunately. That is not good at all, is it, unfortunately for Collins then. So who is going to roll the dice and come into the pits then? Anyone going to come to the pits? I wonder if the soft runners may come into the pits then. Dodge True Pots has stayed out along with New Potato. Vestier's just got up to third then, just before we had some dodgy issues there. But unfortunately, Collins out of the... Unfortunately, Collins out of the race then, and oh dear, and into the pits comes, we got into the pits is Winnie, Marsky and Kaz is also into the pits as well. And out of the pits now comes Kaz and Winnie, who is just gone to the hard tyres. That's new tyres as well for Marsky then. So soft tyres out at the moment. Serious Russia is not too fond about the safety car at the moment then. What's wrong on the stream? Yeah, I don't know. It's I don't have a clue, to be fair. Like, it was working last week. This week it's all a bit dodgy. Damn Streamlabs. Right. But we'll try and keep it going as best we can. Because I'm losing so many. Absolute rubbish, isn't it? Goodness me. Right. Let's see what we can do here. So Dodge True Pots out at the moment now. We have got Kaz down in 19th position at this moment in time then. So we've got Dr. True Pots getting a nice running commentary of Marsky there is Luke there. Just on board now as well. With Dr. True Pots and New Potato currently third at the moment. Vessier in 4th position. 5th is Jay Higgs. 6th position is 6th position is Slayer. No, listen, 5th position is Slayer. 6th position is Luke. Then as we've got a safety car at the moment. So only 3 drivers pitted on this one then, which was Kaz, Marsky and Winnie. Serious Mushroom is not pitted then, but of course he is caught to the back of this crocodile. As much as he wasn't liking it, at least then he has, at least he's caught to the back of this, queue then, which isn't too bad then, is it? Just watching Dodge True Pots. So how is this going to play out in terms of into the pits safety? Or into the pits comes Kaz again then. So he's going to the pits. So he's done one lap of the hard tyres. Medium tyres is again ready for the AlphaTauri. But Kaz, and so he's stopped on his marks. In and out, shake a lot about then. Good stuff indeed there for Kaz as he comes out of the pit lane now. So True Pots then is now just is now leading this Crocodile at the moment. Gosh, I've lost frame rates again. That's good. Dr. True Pots leads the way with New Potato in second. Third position is Vessier. Fourth is Jay Higgs with Slayer in fifth. Luke is currently sixth. Moomin seventh. TK Slickers McKnife. Itemizar stayed out in 10th position on the soft tyres. Then interesting development for Itemizar. I thought he would have come into the pitch, you know, and I thought he would have come into the pitch, you know, and then thrown on a set of hards on medium tyres, but Itemizar staying out at the moment. So the safety car is in now at the end of this lap, and we can get going there once again then. So Dr. True Pots is going to lean us away. It's not the most difficult of safety car starts around here, is it? There is a long run down into turn one, but it's not as difficult as like the likes of Baku and Azerbaijan, for example. So when is True Pots going to drop the hammer then? Of course, as they come out of the banked turn now then, and ready to drop the hammer. There he goes, and we're back. No, he isn't, not yet then. As of course, remember that we had a lot of hullabaloo, didn't we, about the safety car restart, and now we're back racing it, and look at this, and there's cars all over the show in the background, and who's that been taken off there? And I think it is the Alpine of Scooby Stew, and I think Vintage was involved as well, but Carnage at the back there. Moomin is now up the inside of Luke there, but Luke there defending his line as he tries to go on the outside here, and it's just about keeps the position, but now TK is involved as well as they go side by side. Oh my word, and just about all contact there between the two cars. TK who just about then surviving that, to goodness me, well, both drivers just about surviving that, but that was getting very toasty and getting very frosty indeed there, wasn't it? But TK currently in 8th position at the moment, back on board with Luke then, as going over the DRS detection zone, which of course doesn't have no DRS just yet, unfortunately. On board with Luke once again, then, as he is all over the back of Slayer, as Slayer definitely. Sarah's going to be feeling the pinch there, isn't he? But of course, luckily, he won't have to worry about DRS just out of the final turn. And True Pots is still leading us away then, going down into turn one then. But New Potato is very much there or thereabouts, isn't he? That Ferrari having a sniff there, and going to lose out that Scooby Stew out of the race there. And after full course caution here, is this a VSC? Or is a safety car? I think it's just a VSC at the moment now, and none of the drivers are next to the pit lane to take advantage. But Scooby Stew, I think, was majorly damaged there when him, Vintage, and someone else, I think, came to blows with that very slow safety car restart there from Dr. True Pots. Of course, it is your prerogative to however you like to start the restart the race there. But unfortunately, a couple of drivers have been caught out there, haven't they? Unfortunately, so that is disappointing indeed there for Scooby Stew. Out to the Grand Prix along with Collins. 18 cars remain at the moment there. It's still a VSC at the moment there, but no, it isn't now because we're back green here at Zandvoort now. And Dr. True Pots has got a great advantage there over New Potato in second, with Vessier now in third. Vessier has now made his way up into third position here in the Red Bull car. On board now with Vessier. He needs to now push, doesn't he? Here, Kaz has passed Mushroom and helping do 16th position there in the AlphaTauri. Mushroom staying down in 17th run. He's on very old medium tyres. Well, he's not on old medium tyres. He's on used medium tyres at the moment there, and unfortunately not able to make hay at this point in time. Lovely, beautiful sunshine once again, and going across the grid hatches there. Again, and the top three are stuff pulled away from Jay Higgs, because Jay Higgs is now out of DRS range, which is not not good for Jay Higgs' point of view, because I think he's now going to start to really feel the pressure from Slayer. There he is, Slayer just going over the brow of the hill in the background there, for the Mercedes driver. But on board with Vessier once again, he's pushing, isn't he? Vessier, the early championship leader in bronze, and he was a very good start for Vessier, but it has kind of whittled away ever so slightly recently for Vessier. So we're just now back on board with Vessier. He is he's losing time, isn't he? As New Potato's also starting to push on as well in this one, and is going over the grid hatch. So DRS will now be enabled. It is enabled. Dr. True Potso is going to be starting to look over his shoulder again now, isn't he? Because he did have 2 laps without DRS, but now, unfortunately, the DRS has returned for the Doctor. So, how is Dr. True Potso going to defend this one? Luckily, I do think that it's still difficult to overtake around here. Well, luckily for True Potso's point of view, it's still very difficult to overtake around here, even with DRS. But having said that, here comes New Potato, and he has really put me in my place. New Potato says contact between the Doctor and New Potato. As New Potato, and True Pots are getting a bit frustrated, but New Potato has taken the lead in the Dutch Grand Prix. And I was saying then that it was difficult to overtake even with DRS and while New Potato has really shown me and put me in my place, hasn't he? But True Pots then is dropped down to second here. We have got issues in the back here, and what has happened? That's Itemizer. There is debris on the circuit that he's recovering, but there's safety car. Itemizer, that's not too bad, I suppose, for Itemizer. There's Vintage got off the circuit there. But unfortunately for Itemizer, he's damaged the car. There is a lot of change of position now, because I'm not sure who else is in fourth, but Itemizer needs to come to the pits then. Lap 10 out of 36 around here. The safety car is out at this moment in time. Then they are just. I'm wondering then, is this a perfect time to come to the pits, go on the hard tires? Of course, you lose so much less time, don't you? You lose so much less time, don't you? Then, of course, when you come to the pits, when there is a safety car, so surely it's going to be a crocodile drivers in the pits. I knew Dr. True Pots and Slayer has stayed up. New Potato's got a 5-second penalty. And oh dear, you're going to serve it in this part of. You're going to serve it here, but he will have to serve it either at the end of the race. You'll have to reserve it if he comes in the pits again, or you'll have to reserve it at the end of the race, and that'll be added on to the end of his race time then for New Potato. Look at this then. So that is really going to light a spark under the rear of True Pots Investor now, who are of course chasing him in the championship. Then of course I've mentioned the championship quite a lot here tonight because this is a crucial race there. Yes, we still got so many more to go, but this is a crucial race as I think that the two challengers needs to start to really eat into New Potato's advantage now, as we're on round 13 out of a 22 round season. Let's take a look to see what the strategies are out there then. In terms of the strategies, it's Slayer on the medium tyres along with Duncan Dave and Sick as Smoke, both on 10-lap medium tyres there. Marsky is on 6-lap old medium tyres. We have got 6-lap old hard tyres for Winnie. Kaz is on 5-lap old medium tyres. Everyone else is boxed at this stage, including New Potato, who has got a 5-second penalty that he is going to have to serve. He's going to have to serve at some time in the before the end of the race, then, or at the end of his race time. Then safety car out. So is anyone going to pit now? Then I would have to guess if you do pit, unless your itemizer are, you will lose positions if you pit at this time. Then, so it's a very much it's a one-lap deal, really, isn't it? If you want to pit and not lose any positions there, and none of the drivers have pit. Then, apart from Vintage, who is coming to the pits, then. So Vintage is in the pits now for the AlphaTauri. Of course, remember AlphaTauri were incredible in ALR last season, and this season not so well. There's all the as the joint constructors are down in last position then, and I think this time last season, I think that there was almost they were so far in front that if you combined the other 9 constructors, they were still. If you combine the other 9 constructors, they were still, in terms of points, they were still in front. That was how incredible the AlphaTauri was last season. This season has been a bit of a bit more difficult, hasn't there? Vintage who's back onto the medium tyres. On board Stick and Smoke in 11 lap old medium tyres. Hopefully the safety car being this up and will be back racing once again then. So looking forward, I look forward to getting ourselves back cooking on all cylinders, firing on all cylinders, I think it is. On board Slayer, who is the Grand Prix leader at the moment, and one of the higher runners who decided not to pit then. So Slayer is potentially hoping then that he can get his toe down and I'm really stressed his advantage, and then come back at the leaders later on. That is, I think, his game plan here then, because remember what the race leader Percy did on Sunday. He pitted later, 4 laps later, and he was so much quicker. But was that tire strategy or was that Percy? Because I do think that Percy has been a level above anyone else this season in the World Championship. It's been pretty impressive indeed that. As we're just now getting ready to go racing once again here in Zandvoort. When is Slayer going to drop the hammer then? When is Slayer going to get ourselves going? And he is just on the bank turn of 14, and he is going to drop the hammer, and we'll be racing once again. And he has gone! Not as a slow start this time, and we've got Winnie and Marsky going wheel to wheel, side by side then, and Sickersberg having a sniff, but nothing more than that. Same with Winnie, but he has decided to drop back as well. And so Winnie stays in 5th position, and Kaz in 6th. New Potato has not got past the AlphaTauri yet. Oh, goodness me, Kaz on the outside of Winnie there in contact. And goodness gracious me, I think that Winnie might have been starstruck by that. My gosh. And now Winnie is under the car. She's in contact, and Dr. Troopers is out of the race there. And oh gosh, there's cars all over the show. It's going to be another safety car, surely. And Dr. Troopers is a major player in this race there in the season as well. It's out of the Grand Prix. Oh no, and that is not good at all. Yes, unfortunately going side by side through that section of the track is very precarious indeed, but Dr. Truepots is out of the race. Both Alpines are the Constructors' Champions for Bronson last season and not going to score any points here tonight. It's a horror show for the French team, a horror show for Dr. Truepots as well. Out of the race there as him and Winnie came to blows at the very fast part of the circuit just before Skyblock. And that is not good at all, is it? New Potato that is going to be... I don't think he's going to be celebrating a driver DNFing, but he's not going to be celebrating a driver for DNFing, but I think that he is going to. But I think he's also not going to be too disheartened by one of his championship protagonists out of this race. Slayer coming out of the pits now. Vessier is in the pits. Winnie in the pits as well. He had to almost queue them. Vessier has gone a fresh set of medium tires. He is going at track position here. Vessier has there. Interesting call. Unless he had damage, I don't think he had damage there because of because that was a very quick pit stop. Vintage back on the hard tires, whilst Winning has gone to the medium compound tires there as we get going once again then. So Duncan, Dave and Sickersberg have still not came in the pits yet. The other drivers not to pit on this time around then was Marsky and Kaz. New Potato now in the 5th position there with Jay Higgins in 6th position. Luke is 7th. TK moving on the soft tires in 9th, and Smithy Almighty in 10th position in the 2nd McLaren now. Safety car out once again at this moment in time then as that was an almighty smash. I wasn't surprised that safety car came out, to be fair. That was quite a horrific smash indeed then. Just on board Duncan Dave, the race leader then. He's never won a race in bronze, has he, Duncan Dave? Which I find absolutely astounding. When he made his debut back in Belgium, I can't remember if it's cobalt or if it was silver or bronze, but he was quite a quick cookie, wasn't he? Wasn't he, Duncan Dave? Really through the cat amongst the pigeons when he's made his debut. But unfortunately, the race has never gone his way for Duncan Dave, and he has never been able to stand on the top step of the podium in his ALR career yet. Of course, there's always plenty of time though. 17 cars remain in this race there, out of the 20 that started. 2 Alpines out of the race, Collins out of the race as well. This is our 3rd safety car in this race. It's been a very dramatic Grand Prix as well, hasn't it? Which, of course, we had a dramatic race last night as well. Goodness me. Goodness gracious me then. Just on board New Potato then. So New Potato then is close championship rival out of the race. Is 2nd close championship rival, Vessier, down in 15th position. Got a lot of overtaking to do. You do have a 5-second penalty though, New Potato doesn't he? But I would say that if I was New Potato, I'll be very happy of how this race has gone so far. Sick as Muck and Duncan Dave are trying to overtake each other. Of course, an overtaking on the safety car. This is to neutralise the Grand Prix. Lap 15 out of 36 here, coming close today at half distance there. There's Burnt Mylander. Beautiful sunshine once again around Zandvoort. Absolutely lovely stuff indeed there. Of course, next ALR action then, hopefully, with a much better stream quality tomorrow. I'm going to have to really wrap my brain on this one, aren't I? But then hopefully tomorrow night with a better stream quality, we will have Formula 2 action with, of course, all the Formula 2 drivers there in Spa, of course, as we are a week behind the official Formula 1 calendar at the moment. So we're going to be in Spa for Formula 2. Then we go to Zandvoort the week after. Then whilst F2's in Zandvoort, ALR will be in Italy. That is not a sprint race. I don't know why I thought it was a sprint race. I'm still stuck in last season. But it is not a sprint race. Of course, it's a standard race, but it's the last European race of the season. I can't believe I'm saying that. It's been so quick this season, but it's the last European race of the season in Italy next week, of course. And it's very much a temple of speed, isn't there? But this one is not a temple of speed, then, but it's certainly had a lot of dramatic moments over the last couple of days here in Zandvoort, and expect some more before the end of this one. And we are back racing then in Zandvoort, and Duncan Davis gone very quick here, hasn't he? He's not wasted any time at all then, and back racing now in here in Zandvoort, hopefully for more than just a few laps. Jay Higgs, who is on the hard tire along with New Potato, I suspect that those drivers are going to the end of the race, and Luke in 7th position with TK in 8th, and Moomin in 9th position. He's on the soft tires, and Smithy Almighty has dropped to a second back already. Mushroom is in 11th position now in the Alfa Romeo. Mushroom is there. Then we got Stars in 12th, Itemizer recovering in 13th, Slayer in 14th position. Now, Slayer said that this is the second safety car. This is the second safety car start at the pit, as I would have lost a load of time there. Slayer, so he's down in 14th, but he's in front of Bessier at the moment. There was a New Potato getting past Kazan, and look who's up the inside there. That is Jay Higgs. I wonder if that might have been a bit ambitious there, but we've got cars all over the show. And now look, Luke's through, passes Jay Higgs. I wonder if that's the reason why Jay Higgs seems to get past quickly, because of course Kaz is going to be a mobile chicane now due to the fact he is on very old medium tyres there. And Luke and Jay Higgs and co have got a fresh set of boots there, in this one. So they are going to be trying to keep up with New Potato, who is their race at the moment, out of the final turn then, and over the grid hatch as well. And as you can see, here is Jay Higgs and cut across line. Kaz has lost now to Luke then, and now Jay Higgs now at the inside as well. Going up then, passes the Alpha Tauri. Kaz going in deep then, but I think that he has not got the grip there. And TK now, look at that. What's going on in the background there? It's Vessier and Slayer and Styles there. And I thought they was going to blows then. TK then all over the back of Kaz, but I think that going too wide through here is not very sensible, I would say, as they certainly do have a couple of issues there, don't they? Going through Skyflock then for TK. He's all over the back of Kaz here. He's going to have a lunge into turn 9, I believe, but he has had a lunge to turn 9 then, controlling the car nicely, and Kaz then losing out then, but Kaz is still on the inside, and who's that going through? That's TK then on the outside. TK has done the position then. Next car is Moomin here. Marsky and Luke, the two Haas cars are coincide by side as well. Marsky is not pitted in the last safety car, has he? So he is not got the newer tyres at the moment. So Luke has gone through. Duncan Davis still leading with Sick as Muck in second position with New Potato all over the back of Sick as Muck. Sick as Muck has got no ears left, and Sick as Muck then is unfortunately going to lose out. He has lost out to the championship leader. New Potato leads the way then, and Marsky is now Jay Higgs there on the inside. This is Marsky who's on board with great manoeuvre there for Jay Higgs, clean as a whistle. Kaz who is dropping positions here. Kaz and Smithy Almighty. Smithy Almighty having a challenge, but nothing more than that. And there's Sarah's Rusher on the outside. We got Vessier now who's past a Mushroom, or is he? And my goodness me, that getting very cozy in this very fast part of the circuit, very fast and narrow part of the circuit. Vessier has got the position there, but I think the Sears squad, they remain as they were, I think, now, as Vessier was in front of Mushroom at the time now. New Potato now for the second position all over the back of Duncan Dafer. Who is that there? That was TK through on the outside then. Repeat, a bit of rewind there for TK up into sixth position, passes Marski as it is getting very cozy in the turn 11 and 12 chicane here. Luke all over the back is Sick as Muck. New Potato all over the back is Duncan Davis for a half distance here in this Grand Prix now. And we've still got another exhilarating 18 laps to go out of turn 14. No DRS yet, and Sick as Muck, who is going to be. There is DRS now, and goodness me, he was flying by. I thought we had another lap without DRS. The New Potato takes the lead of the Dutch Grand Prix. Luke on the inside, Sick as Muck on the outside, then Sick as Muck down into fourth position there. And now we got Jay Higgs getting past. Well, did I see Deborah on the circuit now? I'm not sure, but he's on the outside now. Jay Higgs having a look on the outside, but look at that. Then TK is now also in the vicinity as well. Luke was very close to the back of a Duncan Dafer, but did not get past. And going through Skyflock, and here comes Jay Higgs, and once again Jay Higgs just a bit too far back at this moment in time. Then and a yellow flag in the background. And that's one of the Haas cars off. It's Marski. Oh goodness me, Marski and the Moomin has come together, unfortunately. Turn 18. That's a shame for both drivers. Both drivers need to come to pits, I think. Anyway, but that is not going to be any consolation. Luke is up to second now. We've got Itemizer sniffing all over the back of Slayer. Itemizer having a look onto the chicane as well, as Winnie going in very deep. And where is everyone? TK having a look, and TK is now into behind Jay Higgs, and they're all over the back of each other. There's Sick as Muck also in the vicinity as well. And here they come then, TK then having a look then, but goodness gracious me, that is going to, I feel like a horse race commentator going down into turn, and Jay Higgs Simon up the inside, passes Sick as Muck. TK trying to get past him, but the door's going to close out for the Williams driver. Wow, incredible stuff indeed that. I know going into turn 3, goodness me, Sick as Muck going wide. TK trying to get on, trying to take him, trying to overtake him unawares there. But no space to get through there. Jay Higgs trying to get past the second Williams driver, the leader Williams driver, which is Duncan Dave, but you can see he's harvesting there. Whilst this all going on, New Potato is now second and a half in front of Luke, and Luke is now a second and a quarter in front of Duncan Dave at the moment. And then after that, it's anyone's ball game with Duncan Dave, Higgs, Sick as Muck, and TK very much all over the back of each other. Then there is Smith Almighty, great performance in that 7th position. But then Serious Potato. Oh gosh, there, I don't know who I'm saying that, but he's at the inside. There's contact again between Sick as Muck and TK as they're getting very cozy. Slayer, goodness me, he's off the circuit there, and Sebastian is also involved as well. Good heavens, and Serious Potato just scampering away then. On the outside goes Slayer, going on the inside is Vestier, but Vestier has lost an almighty amount of time into the pits, comes from Williams driver, out of the final turn in, and now can Itemizer get past Cass as well? And look at this, everyone got DRS and going down, someone almost contact into the Ferrari AlphaTauri. Ferrari on the inside, Itemizer up to 10th, but in the points there, Itemizer hasn't scored for a very long time, has he done? So this would be great stuff if he can score points around here. That'd be great stuff indeed there for Itemizer. Winnie at the back of this crocodile. Duncan Dave coming to the pits now on soft tyres. I think that Duncan Dave may struggle to get those tyres to the end of this Grand Prix. And look at that, serene as you like there for New Potato. He does have a 5-second penalty though. We've got to keep that under our hats then at the moment, because that could be costly for the championship leader. Down the back straight once again, might work. Back down the back straight once again, then we've still got 17 cars remaining in this race. 3 retirements, Collins, Skibby Stewart, and Dr. Tubebox out of this one, unfortunately. Which is a big shame. And 3 safety cars so far in this race. Is just having a quick overview of this one. And now as Jay Higgs is very much not as quick as TK at this moment in time, and TK is through and passes Hings up into 3rd position. Slayer getting past Mushroom now in 8th position as Vessier having a look on the inside there. That is going to be tight there, isn't it, between Vessier and Mushroom, and Vessier is hanging in there. That is going to be very tight, and Mushroom and Vessier, great driving from both drivers there as As that is a very tight piece of track there to go side by side, but how they two came out of the other side still with their wings intact is incredible, to say the least. Winnie is challenging the two Alpha Tauris, and as Kaz is down to 12 with Vintage all over the back of his teammate here. I'm wondering if there might be some team orders then in the Alpha Tauri then to avoid them losing 2 positions then to this Charger Mercedes of Winnie. But at the moment, there's no team orders out there for the Alpha Tauri team, which I don't think is going to be Vintage is going to be too fond about that, but of course Vintage, a very experienced campaigner, knows how to keep his emotions in check there. Duncan Dave, oh, that's the same place where Sergeant went off. Duncan Dave, unfortunately, having issues there. I don't think he has made the barrier, so I don't think he's got damage there, but those soft tires are going to be rather hot then. Here comes Smith and White there. Smith and White are going to have a look there. I thought the gap was there or thereabouts. Vessier through in up into 7th position now. Vessier's on that 9-lap old medium tyres there, and that could be crucial in this race later on. Let's see how that one transpires then. New Potato is going on the hard tyres, and he's got to go a very long way on these hard tyres. This circuit is brutal for tyre wear around here. Here's Smith and Mighty. Sickles Mutt there. Some 22 laps on this medium tyres. That's pretty impressive. Nick Nolte did 22 laps as well around here, didn't he? Earlier on in this race. Emerson Hilton, the most decorated driver in ALR history. I think he's got the still records for... I don't think he's got the records for the most starts anymore, has he? But he's certainly got the records for the most wins, most pole positions, most podiums, so on and so most points, so on and so forth. And so Emerson Hilton in the comments there as Smith there defenders position there. Vessier going on the outside, but nothing doing that. Exact gap was always going to close there. Slayer is now all over the back of Vessier. Out of the final turn, then as you can see, New Potato's now got 3.5 second lead. He's still got a 5-second penalty there. And into the pits does come Sickles Mutt now, but I think Smithfield Mighty might be feeling a bit, oh dear, and oh gosh, and Smithfield Mighty made contact with Vessier, and I think he may have damaged that front nose cone there. Hello to you, Emerson, there is of course Emerson in the commentaries in the house, isn't he? H-Dog, isn't it there, of course, Emerson is there. So who could forget Emerson's legendary commentary, especially around USA, wasn't it, with his yeehaw, as I always remember Ayrton's response to that then, which I got to say was second-hand embarrassment. I found it through the screen, fantastic. Well, I would have found it through the screen, but unfortunately I was struggling to get around the track that day, which is why I think I'm much better sat on my poof right now. TK at the moment is 6/10 of a second away from Luke and is catching him quite quickly. He is in DRS range now. I said earlier on this race it was very difficult to overtake with even with the DRS, but how wrong was I? And that is how New Potato took the lead earlier on in this one. Out of the final turn there comes Smith and Mighty, but I think that he's going to go from attack to defence now because he has got Slayer all over the back where he's got New Potato, Serious Potato, Mushroom in 8th position. Itemizar is having a great race in 9th position. Good drive from Itemizar. He hasn't scored points in a very long time. He is in the bottom 3. Oh, goodness me, that Ferrari is getting very waggy on the old rear end there. He hasn't scored points in a very long time. He's down the bottom 3 of the championship, isn't he, the Ferrari driver? New Potato is now 4 seconds up the road from these gaggle of cars. I do think, though, that if TK gets past Nuke here quite quickly, I think that TK has the pace over New Potato at this stage of the Grand Prix. And of course, remember as well that TK has won a race this season, and he is going to really start to home in on the top 3. Remember, the top 3 gets promotion into the Silver Championship, which I think that TK will be loving the Silver Championship, wouldn't they? If we can get there. But at the moment, those positions are held by True Pots, Vessier, and New Potato. But of course, we're only on at round 13. Round 14 next week, of course, the final European race of the season in Italy. Of course, which I'm looking forward to. Of course, the 10th of speed there on board now. Then as Styles has had issues there out of the chicane into the pits comes Luke. Then he's had enough of those medium tyres. And so TK now for his second position. And look at that then. And that is a safety car out there because we got wing damage there. Well, I thought it was a safety car. Maybe I was just imagining that then. But Styles then, who's got wing damage then, and pit stops galore here. Luke out of the pit. So it's a drive-through penalty for Sickles Monk for speeding under the safety car. It is a safety car. I think, anyway, as I see a Mercedes getting past. Yes, Bert Molander is out on circuit now, so you have a safety car here. This is not good news at all. Marcy got advised. Oh, it's a safety car. I know about that then, as of course I have driven into the back of the safety car on one of the ALR's pre-season races, but Bert Molander doesn't like me. Into the pits comes Marsky. He's on soft tyres with 10 laps to go. Styles also on soft tyres as well. Duncan Dave also coming into the pits there. He is going to be on a new set of soft tyres. We got a lot of pit action there. Goodness me, that's an unsafe release, I'm sure of it. 5-second penalty for New Potato, and what is New Potato going to do? If he serves it now, New Potato, that means that 5-second penalty is gone away. He's not going to add to the end of his race time here, but of course, but of course, so he would have to be held for 5 seconds then, which means that they cannot touch the car, they cannot do anything with the car at all, they cannot change the nose cone, change the tyres or anything like that. But New Potato is taking this as an opportunity to come in the pits then. And I'm going to be honest, this actually, I don't think he's going to lose much time at all here, you know. Well, he's in the pits now, the clock has started here, and look at this, and I think he had enough of an advantage here. Drive-through penalty, that's the second drive-through, and Smithy Almighty getting very closer to the wall as he's coming in the pits now as well. I think the TK is going to, TK is in the pits, is he going to come out of it? He has! Wow, incredible, as he comes out of the pit lane now then. Vessier has taken the lead on this one, Luke second, with TK in third. Can Luke get his first win here? Well, I was thinking that maybe New Potato's not going to lose anything. He's actually lost 2 positions in that frat car. Singer's Monk, unfortunately, drive-through pounds there. So has Ayrton. Sean, don't worry. Of course, Ayrton, yes, also had problems with Bert Molander as well, hasn't he? There, of course, Bert Molander. But then again, Bert Molander actually did swerve into the path of Ayrton there, didn't he, in the Hungarian Grand Prix? But I didn't blame him, to be honest, on that front there. Of course, also Ayrton in this race as well, actually, if I remember rightly, got disqualified for parking in the pit entrance there, which is not very good thing to do. You can't park there, sir, can you? Serious Mushroom now. I've got his name right. I got mediums. Serious Mushroom now, he's shaking his fist in the 10th position there. I apologise, by the way, for the stream quality tonight. It's been pretty shocking, to be fair. I don't know what's going on. I thought it was a Windows update, and I thought that I was all loving life. However, I've had a little temper tantrum earlier on this race, but yep, let's just get on with it and sort it out. Hopefully, well, would I say sort it out? Potentially, depends if I've had my ham sandwich or not. Safety car out at the moment. We have got 17 cars still remain. Drive-through penalties for Sick as Mug and Duncan David. Has Marsky got one as well? No, he's got a 5-second penalty, Marsky has there. But drive-through penalties for speeding under the safety car there, which is disappointing. Vessier, I do feel that Vessier on those old medium tyres there is going to be defending quite hard here from Luke, TK, New Potato, Jay Hings, everyone. I think Vessier, this is going to be quite painful for Vessier. He's only got 7 laps to go before the end of this race, but I feel that Vessier not coming in the pits may have cost himself here. So I'm back onto the soft tyres and a new set of boots then for the McLaren team. He's in and out, shaking all about then as he comes out of the pit lane now. And away he goes then. So the only driver that hasn't come in on this round, all drivers that didn't come in on this round, then was Moomin in 13th position there, and Vessier, who leads the race. And of course, Sick as Mike as well, who's been on that 4-lap old soft tyres there. Too many safety cars, goddammit, there from Slayer. Is this the 4th safety car now? Possibly. Big news, isn't it, really? We have had a lot of safety cars, haven't we, around here? I must admit, look, of course, usually we got to also say how well Gold did on that Sunday, don't we? Because, of course, there's no safety cars at all in Gold, then, and no DNFs either, which is fantastic. I'm sure that is only one of a handful of times that we've had no DNFs in a Gold race, which is magnificent stuff indeed for the Gold team, for the Gold drivers in ALR. But however, that is no crumb of comfort for these drivers in Bronze tonight, is it? They are just concerned about their own race, and why shouldn't they be then? Of course, they are racers, and they don't want to hear about their peers. They want to know when is a safety car going to come in. They want to know what the race result is going to be. They want to know if these soft tires can get to the end. That's a very late call, by the way. Bert Molander has come to the pits, and so Vessier is going to have to slow the crocodile right down here. I think that Vessier is expecting those soft tyres not to last very long in this race. There was a safety car in Gold. It was from the start, laugh out loud. Oh, goodness me. Okay, Dorsey. You get pedantic there, isn't it? All right, okay then. Never mind. I thought, yeah, we're going to take it away from gold anyway. This is a very slow restart, by the way, isn't it? We're now going to go in at just a few moments' time. There we go. There's contact in the back of the field then. Luke is all on the outside of Vesser, and Vesser goes deep into turn one. There's contact then. And going on the inside is TK here. We're going to have three abreast. TK takes the lead then, with Vesser dropped down to second position now then. And yes, so TK leads this Dutch Grand Prix. Second position is Luke Vesser. In third position then we got Styles is off the circuit. He's got no wing. Marsky is out of the race as well. Marsky's parked in the middle of turn three. Oh my goodness gracious me. Duncan Davis had to take evasive action. And goodness me, and I think they should be able to get that car removed here. But look at Luke here. He's all over the back of TK. Now we're on board with Luke, who's the super sub in the Haas this season. I don't know who to watch here, because here's New Potato, and New Potato is going to treat the back of that Red Bull like the back legs of a donkey. Oh goodness me, and New Potato is through. And he passes Vesser. Vesser, as we mentioned, he's going to be struggling here. Jay Hings up the inside there. Vesser's gone deep then, and now Smithy Almighty is now in sixth position at the moment there. He's driving superbly well. Two races in a row as Vesser then cut across Jay Hings then, and I think that Jay Hings will be less than impressed by that from Vesser, but Vesser now defending for all he can here. Out of the final turn, and Vesser is going to have to get defensive again here, but I think Jay Hings is going to have to lunge down the inside. He's got more grip at this stage, and through he goes, to fourth position there. Vesser down in fifth, unfortunately. We have got Moomin also getting past well as we got pit stops for Duncan Dave, as that is Slayer. What a maneuver for Slayer! Wow, incredible stuff there on board of Slayer, and he's got on the outside of Smithy Almighty. I think that's going to be going in the piggy bank, I think, after this one, therefore overtaking the season, surely. Duncan Dave and Styles in the pit lane. Marsky out of the Grand Prix. We're down to 16 runners and riders. That Ferrari Vitamizer getting a bit of a nudge there, and Sick as Muck now up into 9th position there. Itemizer in 8th position there, but of course Itemizer, this is a golden opportunity to get some points back in his account then. Slayer on the outside there. Vesser doing a great job, to be fair there, to only be 5th. I thought it'd be a lot further down than that then, as he is going wide, but it's Slayer through. And now what about Swift Almighty also trying to take advantage as well. Vesser, this is going to be painful, isn't it, for Vesser? And I think that he was in between a rock and a hard place anyway, whether it's coming to the pits or not. He decided to stay out. TK's at the fast side race, closely followed by New Potato, and here comes Itemizer into the pits, comes Sick and Smack there, free abreast going down into turn one there. Itemizer is in 6th position. Magnificent stuff indeed. Who? Illis Smithy Almighty up into 7th now, with Vesser down in 8th position. Itemizer brilliant driving in 6th position. Magnificent stuff indeed. 9th is Serious Mushroom moving in 10th position. Cat is 11th, Vintage 12th, but Winnie is down in 13th. Sick as Muck, who's just cut out of the pits now. Drivers at the back of the field, unfortunately, is Duncan Dave and Stars. TK still leads the way. No drivers has now got any penalties at all on this field then. Fantastic stuff indeed. Back on board now with a New Potato then in the Ferrari then. But it is Luke then going for his first Grand Prix win. TK going for his 3rd Grand Prix win, if I'm not very much mistaken. You wouldn't know because I haven't got my spreadsheet open. But TK leads at the moment now with Luke 2nd. New Potato in 3rd position, and Jay Hinks is now at 4th at the moment. 2 seconds back then from Serious Mushroom, and is now in 8th position. Bumping over the curbs there. Mushroom in 8th position. And what about moving? Can he get through Vesser and up into 9th position? Oh my word, as moving then, of course, he does have the tire advantage over Vesser. Vesser then is elected to stay out, and because he's elected to stay out, then he is really now struggling. Driver of the day is coming up. I forgot to look at the my word, and who's that on the outside? Look right, it's Cars. My good grief there. And now we got Vintage as well involved, but Cars there very opportunistic there. He couldn't get the job done, and goodness me, obviously we're driving it and made me jump. Oh my word there. TK Itemizer and Smithy is in the driver of the day vote. Get your votes coming in now then, as this is a very important vote indeed there for the drivers and for ALR as well, because of course we want to know who you think is driver of the day. Oh, there's a Moomin's car looking very unstable there. At the front now, it is Luke who's starting to drop off the back of TK. The gap is about 6/10 of a second, and New Potato was leading this race there, down into 3rd position. And New Potato he's got to catch, and well, he's caught Luke. He now has to get past Luke. He has to get past TK as well. At this moment now, both his championship rivals are Vestia and Dr. Truepots. They are currently scoring low or no points at all. Dr. Truepots out of this race then. Also Vestia as... Oh, I thought he was going to have a lunge there. And of course, Vestia is falling out of the points and he's down in 9th there. And Moomin is all over the back of him. Moomin is now past him. There he goes. And then Kaz again there. And then Kaz is now up into 9th position. And goodness me, he is quick down that back straight. And up into 9th then. And Moomin's going to have to... Oh, he's going to have to duck out of that one. And he does indeed. The Vestia trying to go on the outside. There's no points out for the Red Bull driver. And that is going to be painful indeed. Now Vestia then, who's just trying to fight them with tires. It just cannot... it just hasn't got the grip anymore. Over the brow of the hill into Skyflock. Into Skyflock and now into turn 8. That's Aston Martin really harvesting there. Really harvesting there. Kaz is going to be feeling very under pressure though, isn't he, there into the back straight and then on the start finish straight as well. But as Vestia there, well, as you can see, he gets into the traction zones, he just hasn't got anything. Vintage potentially could get some points here for the AlphaTauri team. And he is trying to go on the outside there, but Vestia not really giving him much room there, did he there? But Vestia now just about give him a AlphaTauri's whip, nothing more, nothing less there. No quarter given, no quarter. Oh dear! And I think something's gone wrong there, and Vintage is crawling, and there's damage unfortunately on the AlphaTauri. Back at the front. No, we're not back at the front yet then. Itemizar is now in 6th position then, and he is been passed by Slayer, I think. Then it's Slayer up into 5th. Itemizar down in 6th position as well. Vintage into the pits. Moomin and God, no! Contact between Moomin and Kaz, and they were fighting very hard there from 9th and 10th position there. Moomin in 9th position. Vestia down in 10th position. They've come to blows, and Smithy Almighty has the tyres to get past Itemizar, but does he? But can he do it then? Itemizar is going to make that Ferrari as wide as my pants slide, I'm sure of it. TK 6/10 of a second in front of Luke, who is now 3/10 of a second in front of New Potato. Sure, remember to breathe there from Emerton. Yes, to be honest, that's one thing I do forget to breathe. But somehow I'm still alive to this day. Fantastic, isn't it? What is probably not fantastic from TK's point, from Smithy Almighty's point of view, is from Smithy Almighty's point of view, he hasn't got past Itemizar yet, and he would like to have done that on this lap. Well, before this lap, then, but he still has a chance. At Slayer, because Slayer is still within a DRS. Serious Potato. I don't know why I keep saying that tonight. Serious Mushroom there is in 8th position. Vestia getting past Movement and up into 9th position. Those are a crucial 2 points though for Vestia. So I think the Vestia, I'm going to be honest, that's pretty. Yeah, that is very impressive indeed there for Vestia to get those 2 points there when it looked quite difficult indeed a number of laps ago. Back at the front end, 35 out of 36 here in Zandvoort, as goodness me, as we're 9:15 UK time, which means that I should be able to get to bed in the next couple of minutes or so. Fantastic stuff indeed then. However, what is probably not too fantastic from Luke's point of view is that there is a Ferrari, a Scarlet Ferrari, very much big in his wing mirrors now. There he is, and all over the back now of Luke. Luke is driving a superb race out there tonight. Very good stuff indeed there for Luke. However, I think he's just going to run out of tyres, maybe run out of performance in the Haas to be able to get that first position there. But second would be fantastic for him then as he goes into turn 1. But New Potato currently going to be third down. Wondering how New Potato is going to feel, as we'll find out in the next couple of minutes or so when we go into the interviews. If I remember what's happened in this race, which is going to be honest, that's going to be a difficult one indeed, isn't it? Moving down in a 10th position now, but on course to get some points then. So that 36 then, and here is TK going for his third Grand Prix win, or is it his fourth Grand Prix win? I'm not too sure. It's his third or his fourth. All I do know is his second Grand Prix win of the season. However, he is going to be harvested now, isn't he? And remember, we did have issues, didn't we, with the fuel, but I doubt we're going to have it in this one here tonight, because we've had a lot of safety cars. I'll be surprised if anyone has any fuel issues at this stage. At this stage of the race, so with TK, who's going to just try and get a run here, but look how close these drivers are. But I think it's New Potato. Is he going to go for it? He's having a look. No, he isn't there. He decides not to. But Jay Higgs has gone wide here. New Potato, can he keep it neat and tidy here? Oh, he's gone a bit wide on the curb. But I think that's his day done and dusted. Out of 13, out of 14, and TK is going to win the second race of the season. He's going to win the Dutch Grand Prix. He has done it, TK. He He wins the Dutch Grand Prix by 2/10 of a second from Luke, who finished second. Third was Nude Potato in that one. Oh, goodness me. What an incredible end to that race there indeed, with fifth for Jay Hings in at fourth position there, Slayer in fifth, sixth for Itemizer. Brilliant job for Itemizer tonight there. Driver of the day coming in, Itemizer and Smithy have got 50% of the vote so far. Brilliant stuff indeed for both those drivers. Serious Mushroom in eighth position there. Ninth is Vessier, 10th is Moomin. Moomin there, and Kaz came to blows on that second to last lap, unfortunately, after it was getting very dicey indeed then. But what a performance there for TK today. His second race win of the season for the Williams team, and that is going to be very happy indeed there for TK. He's going to be loving this set. But Luke, great drive there. And New Potato, then he has gained 13 points over Vessier, and of course he's gained 15 points over Dr. Truepots there. So Dr. Truepots then. So that is so that was the champ. So that is how it was in the championship points there. Again, apologies for the stream issues tonight. I'm going to have to get the old Google on the go, I think. It's so annoying, really is. It's quite... yeah, I almost started to shake my fist at this contraption. Goodness me. But anyway... Let's turn the negatives into positives, shall we? What an incredible race that was. Fantastic indeed then. And here's TK with his second win of the season. Absolutely outstanding stuff for the Williams driver. And we'll see how this goes then. Serious Mushroom. Last eighth, I'll take that after being spun there. Last two, so great stuff indeed there. Kaz, he should have been in the points there. GG's from Slayer as well. Go Mushroom, Emerson is saying. Take a final look at the classification from the Dutch Grand Prix here in Zandvoort. It's the last last day here in Holland before we head off to Italy. There's Formula 1 will be heading off to Italy, whilst Formula 2 in ALR will be going back to the Belgian Grand Prix from last week there. TK won that second race of the season with Luke in second. They're so close there. New Potato fast up on third position there. Extended in the championship. Is that all what matters? Let's find out. Jay Higgins in fourth there. Slayer fifth. Itemizer, great driving sixth. Fantastic. Smith Almighty, brilliant driving seventh there. With Mushroom, great recovery driving eighth there. Vessier, brilliant to somehow get ninth there on those tyres. Moomin in 10th. Kaz 11th. Winnie 12th. Single Smoke 13th. Duncan Dave 14th. 15 Vintage. 16 Stars. Marsky, Retires Marsky. Dr. Truepots. Scooby Stew and Collins. All retired from the Dutch Grand Prix. Keep your votes coming in for drive of the day. It's between TK on 50% of the vote, Itemizer on 20%, and Smithy Almighty on 30% as well. And let's see what we've got in here. We've got TK in here now. And TK, I might have to shout at you because I think my mic's on the blink. But TK, brilliant stuff today there to get your victory. But it was that last safety car that really brought you into the thick of things.
What a race. What a race. My fruition almost came true, though, with me and Potato 1-2 again, just like last season. But now, what a race.
It really was indeed. What was the turning point for that race, though? Because I did mention it was the last safety car that really brought you into the thick of things. Was that what you felt about that, or was you feeling you was into it before that ended, that last safety car?
My last lap in Q3, one of the reserves, I don't know what he was doing. The last corner was like in the middle of the track. I couldn't go high, I couldn't go low. And I could have been probably top two with that lap. I think I was like 3.5 tenths up before. But yeah, like I ran into him, so I got a 5 place grid penalty. But that second stint on hards, I knew once I got like in the top five that I was okay. And I don't know if I would have caught Potato, but that safety car was kind of a godsend. And then when I sent it on the inside of turn one, I was just hoping and praying it stuck. And then I was saving my ERS for the last 2 laps because I figured that Potato and Luke were draining theirs. But yeah, the last 2 laps I really drained my battery and just tried to keep a healthy gap.
And how difficult was that? Because those two drivers are just just scrambling over you towards the end there. How difficult was it to hit your braking points there and just to not to mess up? Because goodness me, I bet it was like a pressure cooker up there.
Oh yeah, I was shaking a little bit. My left thumb kept twitching, and I was really hoping it didn't twitch, in the middle of a corner. And then my mic ended up dying during the race, so one of the safety cars I was able to plug it back in. But no, as long as I knew that Potato was behind Luke, I knew that I could win. But if Potato would have got past Luke, I would have been a little bit more worried. But it worked out in my favor.
It certainly did, and I haven't got the championship in front of it at the moment because my laptop's dead. But you are restarting to this win here though is so close to the top four at the moment. Then, but this win here is very much going to reel you in between Vessier and Dr. Truepots, who didn't have a very good day. New Potato is extend this lead again today. Then, but what are you still? Are you aiming for promotion to silver?
Whatever happens, you know what I mean? I'm just kind of taking it one race at a time. I don't really look at the points too much. I just look at the track like I knew today. Obviously, my quali pace didn't really show it, but then this game really hasn't showed my quali pace like last year's game, especially last season. I was on pole a lot, but when it came to the race, I muffled the race a lot. But this year, I'm more worried about race pace than I am quali pace, and I think it's showing a lot more. Whereas I think I have like maybe two poles this season, but I have a lot more consistency. You know what I mean? Like I think I surpassed my season's total from last season already.
And what is more important to you then? Because pole position is quite a cool accolade to have. Then you had yeah, you did have like 14 or 15 last season. But as you said this season, and you've been absolutely, you were very much up there for promotion. Then, but from your point of view, what is more important? Then? Is it points in getting these podiums, or is it getting that pole position and being the fastest man in quali?
Uh, well, like I said, last year, if I could have transitioned my pole positions into wins, I could have probably been the champion last season. But this season, it's just more about consistency in the races. Like, yeah, the pole positions are nice because that means you kind of get to delegate like the pace of everybody else behind you. But then again, like today, I started 10th. I think that was the lowest I've started in the last two seasons. So it's kind of fun to come from the midfield.
And it was great fun watching you as well. Well done today, TK. Your second race winner of the season, magnificent stuff. Luke, you came second today, and what was a battling drive to second position as well. Do you feel that if the race was slightly longer, you could have got that win today, or do you think that was just slightly out of reach?
I I think in all honesty it was slightly out of reach. TK was quick. I had DRS, and my master plan was to try and pass him on the start of the last lap and just hope I had enough in the bank. But I fluffed the final sector on that lap. Just wasn't close enough, and I think sort of it was very difficult for me looking at TK ahead, but I had one eye on Irish Potato behind me because he was rapid. I think on like the second or third lap of the safety car restart, he set the fastest lap, and it was about 6 tenths quicker than mine. And I went, oh, that's not good. But yeah, I think it was just out of reach today. So yeah.
And what do you make of all those safety cars then? Goodness me, I bet it was very difficult to get into a flow, wasn't it? And all those strategy choices out there. Tell us about your thinking and what you was feeling in the cockpit with those safety cars and deciding on what to do.
Um, I was actually originally going for a two-stop strategy. Like, if it was green flag running, I would have done the two-stop anyway. So the first safety car was a little bit of a pain because it brought the pack together. Then when the second safety car came out, I was like, okay, it gets me back on track because everyone pissed under the safety car. And then that timing of the third safety car, or sorry, I think the third or the fourth, the last one, I was literally like literally like driving into the pit lane, and we came up with virtual safety car, and I thought, oh, this is great. And then went to full safety car. In fact, I thought, oh, that's not what I want because then everyone will pit for softs. Whereas with the virtual, I could have pitted for softs and see if I could chase down the hard runners towards the end of the race.
And if I'm right in saying, is this your second to last race before you head off to Australia, or is it next week?
Yes, this is my last appearance in bronze reserving, and then F2 will be my last appearance tomorrow. Which I'm bummed I didn't get the win because I realised I think at lap 34 that in my first ever reserve appearance for bronze on last year's game at Austin I won. So I thought it'd be quite poetic to have won my first reserve appearance and won my last reserve appearance, but I'll very happy take a second place.
Certainly, it's almost the perfect end then, but fantastic stuff today, Luke. Really well done indeed, and hopefully you do well in Formula 2 tomorrow as well. I got me fingers crossed. Well done today, Luke. Great drive to second position. And New Potato. I'm not sure what to think. Is it a good result? Of course, you've extended your lead in the championship, but or was this last safety car? Did that take the win away from you? Because you did have a 5 second penalty, but what do you make of that?
Oh, it was a silly mistake entering the pits. That cost me the 5 seconds for the first stop pit, and then I got the 5 second gap built up. I sort of had myself set that was going to get just to bring it home. Safety car come out, and that was it. I thought I had enough of a gap to get out, and TK just got out in front of me. But congrats on a bold, awesome move by those two at the start. I thought there was going to be contact. But no, I got three, and then once himself and Luke were in front, he used Luke kept looking at the DRS, and I couldn't get by at all. No matter what I tried, I went for a mad dive in turn one, and thankfully Luke was aware, left plenty of room, but just couldn't get through. So congrats to those two.
And of course as well, I forgot about that move to turn one. Well done, TK. You was looking at I was looking at your championship rivals there. Of course, Doctor True-Pot's out of the race, and Vest, you're only getting 2 points today. You extend your lead in the championship. Then, how are you feeling going into the last European race next week?
I was gutted that Troops got wiped out because he was riding fast here too. So I was looking to sort of a good battle with him, but unfortunately it didn't happen. Um, I don't really pay much heed. I just see the odd comment about the gaps closing, and you know yourself, Sean. I can bottle it very handy and wipe out in 2 or 3 greases in a row.
Yes, but at the moment you're a different beast at the moment. Now you certainly are, and of course going into Italy then, going into Italy next week. Then you have said about like you don't want to think about it too much, but as the races go on, then do you allow yourself to have a look at that championship gap?
To be honest, Sean, I don't look at it at all. I just rattle away there, and then you keep me updated. And I seen the chatting all the time. It was the same Trips was saying he was only 20 something behind me. So I was actually thinking he trying to stay P2 or keep close to him anyway. But unfortunately, that's he got took out. So, but that could happen in the next race to me. So we just had to run with the flow.
Incredible. Well done today, guys. Fantastic stuff to all three of you. Brilliant job indeed. And that's going to be it for bronze. We are back in action tomorrow night as we go return to Spa for the Formula 2 race, the sprint and the feature. Next time F1 is back in action, it's actually in the Temple of Speed, the Italian Grand Prix. And I'm sure New Potato is going to be enjoying that then, of course, driving the Scuderia. We'll see you tomorrow for F2 fans, for F1 fans.